So good morning. That's wonderful. So I was about to bring with me a human original real brain, which I usually do in my speech in my city Pune. But I was a little bit skeptical about if I would have bought it on the airport in a formalin jar, human brain, and it would have gone through that X-ray machine. I don't know. I just imagine the reaction of that custom officer. He would have been mesmerized, or he would be just confused. So I dropped the idea because usually they smuggle our talents to foreigners, and this guy is smuggling whole brains. Isn't that very amazing? So I just dropped that idea. So, I have something different for you to see our brain. So the audience is beautiful. The ambience is pleasant. Today is great, and I think to start with, I have 3 questions for everyone here, from the stage to praise to everyone. First question is, how many of you are teenagers? How many of you are teenagers and adolescents? That is, range age between 13 to 25. Fantastic, awesome, man, huge. So you agree that you are teenagers? That's fantastic. The second question is, how many of you have teenagers or adolescents at homes? Raise your hands. Awesome. No, you already are. You must be having siblings. That's right. Awesome. My third question is, how many of you once were teenagers? Awesome. So this entails that teenage is the phase of life which everyone here can relate to. Everyone wants to know. Because I love to do what I do, I love to share with you what I do, and love to work with teenagers. Because I'm a little bit, to be very honest, I'm a nostalgic man. Because I'm thinking of memories of my teenage. It's creativity, it's bunking the class, it's doing some mistakes, it's competitions, my beloved teachers, my first crush, my infatuation. My parties, it was not alcohol and it was pure veg, I must insist. And still, I'm debating myself and yelling and trying to put my point forth that how I am correct. While debating with my parents and my teachers, where I later on knew that I was wrong many times. So that is the beauty of teenage. So we will do a very fantastic fun activity here, just for 30 seconds. Everyone is with me? Okay. Take your right hand on your head, rotate it clockwise. Okay, that's the first step. Second step, kick back here only. Second step, take your left hand, put it on the belly, rotate it anti-clockwise. Right hand goes clockwise and left hand goes anti-clockwise. Now I want you to count 1 to 10 in ulta direction. 1, 2, 3, start. I can't hear you. Faster, 3 times. Once more. Once more. Relax. Fantastic. What I did just now, I just calmed down your unconscious mind. I just calmed down your emotional brain, and I just activated your frontal lobe. That is thinking brain. Now you are with me. You are really in this moment, aren't you? So I just brought you in a present moment. Probably I was observing you. You were between 2 speeches. There was a voice going on. There was voice and chattering. that inner voice going inside your brain. If someone of you just said, "What is he saying?" I'm talking about the same voice. So that voice, that continuous chattering going inside our brain, is called a self-talk. That I think that I should have put little more salt in the breakfast tomorrow. Or what is he going to talk about? It's going to be boring or it's interesting, and so much and so on. And I shouldn't have. I think she waved me yesterday evening at cultural program, and that was a signal for me. Should I proceed? Many thoughts. So I just cleared up the facts. Are we all clear? Yes. Do you feel right here, present? Yes. So now we will move ahead. So I want one more activity, to shake hands on your left and on your right, and tell on your left and on your left, you are genius. Do it fast. I can't tell you. Tell everybody you are genius. Great. So now what? This is something called as. Oh, you're just loving it, huh? Very great. Okay, focus it. So now we are in the same mindset. We share the same mindset. Our frontal lobes, thinking brain are active. You are now interested what I am going to talk or speak or both. I don't know. You are going to decide it. And also, you know unanimously that everyone here is genius, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. So genius is. I would like to go ahead now. So my topic is know your brain during teenage mindset, use it or lose it. So first thing, what is brain? The brain is the most beautiful organ, and it is the fattest organ of our body. 60% of fat. So if somebody calls you fathead, be proud of it. And you just say, you poor fellow, you just didn't know. You just don't know what you just said. You said pretty wonderful words. Yes, I am proud to be fathead because I have that brain, honestly. So our brain is about 3 pounds, that is 1.5 kilogram. And I have a picture here. We can take our brain into our hands. Actually, it's a jelly-like lump. It moves. It's not solid. And it's the only organ which thinks about the interstellar distance. It thinks about politics. It thinks about economy. It thinks about various things. And it also contemplates about contemplating itself. Getting me? That's the only organ that has ability to contemplate and being aware that it is contemplating. That's the beauty of the brain. So our brain is such a beautiful, it's very complex. Our brain, we have the functional unit of brain is called neuron. Everyone knows neuron. Okay. How many neurons do we have in our brain? It's 100 billion neurons. 100 billion neurons, and each neuron connects with 10,000 other neurons. So you do the maths. So it comes about the joint between every neuron is called a synapse. And we have in adult brain 500 trillion synapses, connections between the neurons. So it is like the analogy I use, everybody knows Amazon jungle. It is equivalent to the number of leaves in the Amazon jungle. And when we are of age around 6, we have 100 trillion synapses. And I will tell you how it goes from 100 to 500 synapses. So we have this such beautiful, unique organ called brain, and it seems that every other organ kidney, heart, everything is working for brain. Brain doesn't store it doesn't have its own metabolism. It doesn't store anything. So you fall, you collapse, you go, it is called a syncomal attack, you fall suddenly if you don't get blood supply for few seconds of a minute, because it continuously requires supply of blood and sugar.
The PPT for Sadhana ma'am was made from.
So I want to start with so how every one of us here now, so geniuses, hello geniuses. So every one of you here of us, we have brain inside. So we want to look brain from outside. So I just talked to sir, and he just bestowed upon me his gift that I have a hand model of brain, and it's taped right beneath your seat. So if you can bend over, go down. If you can bend over, go down and reach for that. It's beneath your seat. It's beneath your seat. Everyone? Okay. Cover with your hand. So you will find that that is the arm attached to elbow and the hand attached to arm. This is gonna be your hand model of brain, and this is also gonna be your handout today. So what I will do is, we have 3 brains that enable us to go from thinking to doing to being. So what I want to do is to just tuck in the thumb in, right, and curl your fingers upon it, and let your nails touch your palm. So this is your brain from front, and this is your brain from this side. So the first brain is the outer neocortex. Every brain, we have 3 brains. Every brain has its own biocomputer, has its own physiology, and every brain has its own history as well. So the outer part, the neocortex, it is the brain, it is the newest brain, it is something 100,000 years old. You are thinking and listening to me through your neocortex. It is called as thinking brain. If you if you open your wrist, this thumb is the limbic part, limbic brain, the second brain. It's also called as a memory. It is emotional brain. It's a lemon-shaped brain, and it controls the emotional balance. And your palm is a brain stem. That is the third brain, the limbic system, L-I-M-B-I-C, limbic brain. We will, for the sake of simplicity, we will say emotional brain. Outer brain is thinking brain, inner brain is emotional brain, and the last brain, third brain, about 500 billion years ago, it was evolved. It is the brain stem. This is a seat of our subconscious mind, and this brain deals with emotions like aggression, desire, pleasure, disgust, and immediate gratification, mating, sexual things and everything. So we now and then daily we see some people behaving like animals, don't we? So this was about the brain. I just wanted you to know about the complexity of the brain. So now, when I look at this brain, I am reminded that I am a neurocircuitry. I am a neurocircuitry, and my neurocircuitry is my neurocircuitry. Back in 80s, it was in medical colleges, it was taught that the brain you are born with, the brain cells you are born with, you are going to die with the same brain. No, it's not true now. It's something called as neuroplasticity. Have you heard of? Okay. Our brain is plastic, it's malleable, it's continuously changing its structure. depending upon every experience. It may be learning, music, traumatic experience, it changes. So what it means, that is called as neuroplasticity, that is ability of brain cells, neurons to change their connection and to see whom they are connecting. What does mean? What that this means is the brain you came in morning here is not going to be identical to the brain you are going to take home tonight. Because you are having experience here. You are connecting with me and already that neuroplasticity is taking place. The second thing is mindfulness. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness is to be aware of what is happening to me. What is happening around me. In neuroscience, it is to be aware of that neurocircuitry running inside the brain. That is neuroplasticity. So, after that, our brain usually runs 3 neuropsychiatry. In a simple form, suppose I am on a date, I am waiting for my girlfriend, I am in the hotel, I am waiting since last 40 minutes, I am getting bored. This is the event. So this is the event and I am appraising it, the first stage. The first stage is appraisal. So this handsome man is waiting for girlfriend. 40 minutes, I have gulped already 3 cups of coffee. And the waiter comes, he has to follow the etiquettes. Sir, would you like to please place order? I just look at him. He understands, he goes. So, this is the event. So as, this is the first circuitry, appraisal, this is the event. Okay, this is happening to me. So this event, then the second neurocircuitry, it stimulates emotions inside me. Why she is not coming? Let's give her name. Okay, Deepika, because I love Deepika, the people call her. And the boy, she is Deepika and I am Ranveer. So sorry Deepika, but she's Deepika and I'm waiting for I'm Ranveer. I'm waiting for Deepika. Why Deepika is not here? Why Deepika is not here? And that waiter again comes. Sir, it's been 1 hour. So would you please manage to make? I just say, would you please manage to make me sit peacefully here? I'm still controlling. Now I plan to give a call to Deepika. My name is Ranveer. Remember? So I just give a call. Phone goes, ring, sorry. Nowadays phone doesn't go like that. It goes like na, something like that. Baritone. And she picks up the phone. I could hear that she is baffled on the phone. She said, "Oh, Rohit, just stay there. I'm coming. Who is this Rohit? Who is this Rohit? Oh my God." And here now, I was like this. First, new circuitry, event, I pressed it, I called it, I called my girlfriend, I called Deepika, Deepika took name Rohit, okay. Then from this, I am secondary, I am stimulating my emotions. And Bechara waiter again comes. And he comes, sir, because his manager is forcing, because I am eating in his business. So, sir, it's the last request. Then I go, would you please calm down and let me sit here? This is the third part of running a physiological response and letting my behavior out. So three circuitries: appraisal of event, what is going here, I run, that stimulates my emotion, and I run a physiological response to it. That is manifested as my behavior. Okay, but my neurocircuitry, and by the way, okay, my neurocircuitry is my neurocircuitry. You cannot make me angry. There is a saying, nobody can hurt you without your consent. Nobody can hurt you without your consent. It's my circuitry, and if I have to give my power, you cannot trigger me to trigger my neurocircuit and make me angry. Unless I have to put that trigger somewhere else outside for you to bounce on it and make me angry. If I do that, if I give my power to you, I have given you power. By then, after that, if I give you that power to trigger my neurocircuitry, then what happens, my geniuses, is I become vulnerable to you at large, to society. Through advertising, it's called as the mind controlled. We are living in a society of mind control. Every toothpaste is telling me that it's been advocated, it's a number one toothpaste recommended by a dentist. Every soap cleans 99.99% germs. Advertisement. Or else you are manipulated through marketing paid cards. It's on a tip, Flipkart. And to the extent I have seen teenagers making their parents going bankrupt. Or else, third, you get manipulated through abuse. Physical abuse, sexual abuse, I'm going to come to that later. So, the bottom line is my neurocircuitry is my neurocircuitry, and I am a neurocircuitry. How does it work? So again, our brain model, hand model of brain. This is a limbic brain. What happens? The information from my senses, from environment, comes through my nervous system. It goes and directly hits the emotional brain, the limbic brain, that sends that information to my upper cortex, that is thinking brain. But before sending, there is there is structure called as amygdala. Amygdala is an almond-shaped structure. It's a Greek word. I know I might sound Greek to you. So, is amygdala. It's your panic button. And besides amygdala is hippocampus. In Greek, hippocampus means seahorse. The structure looks like 3 seahorse. So hippocampus, you just remember, you have to remember 3 to 4 technical words. That's it. Amygdala, which is your panic button, and hippocampus is the seat of memory. It's learning. So what this limbic system is doing is saying, am I safe? Am I safe? If information coming through my senses to me, to limbic system, is familiar to me, I am safe, I am calm. If it's unfamiliar, I lose it. I lose my mindset. And once if my amygdala is not calm, that is my panic button, the adjacent structure, the hippocampus, which is the seat of memory, is not calm. Suppose this Shamiana starts vibrating right now. What? That your amygdala will start, no, it's unfamiliar. Panic, self-preservation. You will run for the door and you don't care what I have to say. So if my amygdala is calm, if the surrounding is familiar, inside I am calm, peace, I am more focused what is being taught to me. Then I am able to learn the things. Okay, then I want to give you a third Greek word. That's only that word, if you remember, that is the essence of adolescence. But it's a PFC. It is called as prefrontal cortex. Frontal cortex is here. When you do like this, what I did. This is the frontal cortex. Okay, this is frontal lobe, front of the brain. And just above your eyes is prefrontal cortex, PFC. What is it? PFC. I have coined the word for PFC is programmed filtered connections. Programmed filtered connections. So, what does it mean that your PFC, your prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain above your eyes is programmable? Change your thoughts, you will change your connections. And what you are developing your towards adult brain. You develop your adult brain by the age of 25. Earlier in the females, 23, 25, 24, and your brain reaches to the adult brain by the age of 25 when all long bones they have developed fully. Now, my message to you is, there is a famous saying in neuropsychiatry, the neurons which fire together, they wire together. That means neurons which are activated, they get connected. So, if you get good connections in this PFC, you are going to have wonderful mind, great resilience, beautiful values, and it depends on genetics and epigenetics. Epigenetics means the surrounding. Epi means about genes. It was says if I have certain genes, I am vulnerable to addictions, I am vulnerable to stress, I am vulnerable to depression. It's not. There is something called epigenetics. You can always change your thoughts, your surroundings, and you can change your genes, not only brain. And PFC is a part in you, all geniuses. The PFC, prefrontal cortex, is under work, is not fully developed. That is why you are a little different from adults. That is why you tend to risk more. That is why you fall prey to peer pressure. Go for party, go for night out. And parents also feel very threatened by it. How they are very apprehensive. How I am going to manage my teenagers. Last point, I just take 2 minutes. The last point, there is something called as ACE, ACE. Always remember, this is a message for you, guys, geniuses. Look at me, this is the last 2 minutes. Geniuses, ACE. What is ACE? ACE means English, ACE. ACE is Hukum ka Ekka, and ACE is ACE. So ACE is adverse childhood experiences. What is uncommon about adverse childhood experiences is, what is common is, it is known that it is secretly concealed. It is not talked about. The children are suppressed, or the children are not. The kids are not being given chance to speak the heart out. There are 5 to 7 adverse childhood experience. Everybody should know this. This is my concluding statement. The first is punitive parenting. Punitive parents. Strange relationships in the family, like the mother being ill-treated or beaten up by the father. Absence of father, death of the father, or absence of emotionally present parent. Nowadays parents come and they are on Facebook. Now parents come, the father is on the phone. Teenagers, kids require emotionally present parents. So strange relationships, mothers being ill-treated, divorce in the family, loss of father figure, loss of the beloved one, any family member being imprisoned, sexual abuse and physical abuse. 7 A's, adverse childhood experiences. So geniuses, how many of you have gone through, it's secret, I want to know, but how many of you at least know someone who is going through A's? Be brave and raise your hands. How many of you have witnessed or heard about these kids going through these sufferings? Thanks for your honesty. I respect that. That is your, my concluding statement would be, that is your mission to help your friends. Take your chances, do anything but suffer. Talk to your friend, talk to your neighbor's friend, neighbor's parent, talk to your teacher, beloved teacher. Create a support system. Suppose 3 people who you can confide in. Talk your heart out. And the last thing, your brain is changing right here. Your brain is not going to be, your adult brain is going to be totally different. Now you have around 1,000 trillion synapses. Adult, the 50% of the mind, 50% of the synapses are going to be broken down. So you are going to lose 50% of your mind by the age of 16 or 17. And which part of the brain is remained? It's called as pruning back. Like we prune the trees, like we prune, this is called as pruning back. Which part of the brain is kept? The part you use repeatedly. So this is the stage when you can create your world. Creativity is most of the artistic, most of the many great leaders or in various areas, the writers, the poets, and the fantastic work has been done in teenage phase of life. So do it now to enjoy your brain,